Depression is a moment that feels endless, like it has no walls or exits. A warrior of your caliber must never tell themselves this. There's always a way out. I am living proof of that claim. Depression came for me when I was lonely and vulnerable. I thought about the satisfaction of my enemies, who would be relieved that I wouldn't reach my full potential. In that moment, I remembered the promise I made to myself. I will never be denied my destiny, is what I told myself. My will, my fire, was instantly rejuvenated. I emerged from depression so strongly that those same aforementioned enemies feared my presence. It's time I show you that this darkness is not a prison. It's merely a temporary training ground to understand how to overcome the weight depression will place upon you. Before anything, understand that you must accept the suffering, but not become it. Suffering is unavoidable. It's part of existence, and sometimes it feels overwhelming. But here is where most fail. They allow pain to define them, to swallow them whole. They become their suffering, and very quickly begin to lose control of their life. But that is not your fate. You must learn to see your pain without becoming it. It is something you carry, yes, but it is not who you are. Remember when we spoke about becoming the mountain? The technique applies here as well. Storms will come, winds will rage, and rains will fall. But a mountain doesn't move. The storms pass, and it remains firm. Plant your feet, physically and mentally. Be the mountain. Depression may howl around you, but it will not define you unless you allow it to. Look at the pain. Acknowledge it, but do not mistake it for your essence. You are much more than your suffering. Now, you'll recognize this next point as a personal favorite of mine. We've spoken about this in the past. Make discipline your weapon. When you feel lost in the darkness of depression and motivation is nowhere to be found, you'll realize you can't rely on it. Instead, you must turn to unyielding commitment. Discipline is the silent force that moves you forward, even when every part of you wants to give up. It's what gets you out of bed, what makes you move when you feel like you can't take another step. Begin with small actions. Wake up at the same time every day. Make your bed. Practice something you enjoy, even if only for 5 minutes. These acts may seem insignificant, but each one is a declaration of commitment, a refusal to let despair win. With every small act of discipline, you reclaim your power. Bit by bit, you carve a path through the lingering shadows. What I have to say next is extremely important and goes far beyond defeating depression. It is the key to a fulfilling life no matter where you are on your journey. Seek meaning, not fleeting pleasure. It's no surprise that you'll be tempted to seek pleasure to numb the pain or find moments of escape. But these fleeting moments of comfort won't save you, not for long. Many of you will find this difficult to believe, but those temporary pleasures will sink you deeper. The world is full of illusions that promise to erase the darkness, but they are temporary. They disappear as quickly as they come, especially when dealing with depression. What you need is not comfort, but a sense of purpose. Purpose is the fire that burns away despair. It gives you something solid to hold on to when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Pause the video now. Grab a pen and paper and write down your purpose. Maybe it's creating something, helping someone, or mastering a skill. Put it somewhere visible so that you see it every day of your life. If you don't know what it is, you must find it immediately. Write down the best possible version of yourself or a long-term goal and think, how did I accomplish this? What steps did I take to get there? These questions will set you on the journey to your purpose, and you do well to never forget that purpose. We'll speak more on this in the future, but know this: purpose alone can defeat depression. Before you go, I want you to know something. Do not walk this path alone. The darkness of depression can be heavy, and even the strongest warriors need allies. Pride will tell you to keep it inside, and that asking for help is weakness. But that pride can be a poison. The greatest warriors have trusted allies, mentors, and friends. Reach out. Speak. There is no shame in seeking support. It's a mark of wisdom and strength. Let others stand beside you to help carry the weight and remind you that you are not alone. This is your battle, but not your identity. Depression will not define you. It tests you. When you emerge from this difficult moment, you will not be the same. You will be stronger, wiser, tempered. Sometimes the path is treacherous, but you have everything you need to walk it. You're blessed with an unimaginable potential. Now, let's go. Leave this dark moment behind as we continue towards your destiny.
Always remember, true strength comes from within. Share that power with others by hitting the like and subscribe before you go so that our message can illuminate the path for those in need. Until we meet again, take care and look after each other.